Last week was the BMW Championship, but our eyes were all on Tiger Woods heading to Delaware for a private meeting with fellow top golfers. It was no secret that the group would meet to discuss the fate of golf, but we didn't know what they were planning. Well, now we do know, and we have to say, it's pretty impressive. In this video, we'll be spilling all the deets from the meeting and how fellow golfers have reacted to it. First up, Tiger Woods flew to Wilmington last Tuesday to discuss the future of golf with top players. The golf world was buzzing with excitement as this golf legend landed in Wilmington on Tuesday. Why was he here? We all knew he wasn't there for the championship, as much as we'd be dying to see that. No, he was here for something much bigger, something that could possibly change the future of golf. News of the meeting reached our ears as soon as he entered the city, and we had all kinds of speculations. They all led back to only one thing: LIV Golf and its threat to the golf community. Top golfers present at the BMW Championship were instantly contacted, and they confirmed our assumptions. The meeting was for all these golfers to get on the same page against their new rival league and take more ownership in directing the PGA Tour. It was all hands on deck, and it was about time something was done. Players were taking the initiative now. The meeting was just one of the latest moves in this huge golf drama. It was set just a week after a federal judge ruled that the PGA Tour could ban LIV golfers from participating in the FedEx Cup playoffs. Woods wasn't alone. He was joined by fellow player Ricky Fowler, and the two were seen exiting the airport together. The meeting took place as scheduled at a hotel away from the Wilmington Country Club, and it was exclusively a players-only meeting. So what if they're discussing the fate of the tour right now? Commissioner Jay Monahan wasn't invited, along with other tour organizers as officials. It was time for the golfers to come together and take the lead on this, and they did. Next up, Tiger has always opposed Greg Norman's new league. This 46-year-old's disapproval of the PGA Tour's new rival, LIV Golf, is no secret. We are all aware of his views on the matter. After all, it's not like every other reporter isn't already bombarding him with these questions. At last month's 150th Golf Open, the star spoke more candidly than ever. He spoke up against Greg Norman, the LIV CEO, saying that he's done some things that aren't in the best interest of the game. He's obviously pointing to his new series right now, which is just all glamour and zero sport. His rivalry with Norman goes back many years, when Tiger first entered the PGA Tour and was an instant star, the biggest that golf had seen in generations. And why wouldn't he be? Have you seen the man play? He also revealed to the press that he disagreed with all those PGA Tour players who were leaving to go play for the rival league, saying that they'd turned their back on their home ground. We agree with him here. No show of loyalty. And we're looking right at you, Phil Mickelson. What's more, he's called the series out for killing the essence of competition in golf and how it would harm future players for years to come. And if saying all this wasn't enough, he's shown his displeasure with his actions too. The 15-time major winner declined a whopping $700 to $800 million offer to join the new series. That's some commitment, and it shows just how much Tiger values the PGA Tour. Coming up, world number 3 golfer Rory McIlroy says the meeting was impactful. While every golfer at the meeting felt good about it, almost no one was willing to get into details. What went down and what was proposed? These questions were left unanswered. But this isn't to say that they didn't consider the meeting productive. That couldn't be further from the truth. One example is the number 3 champion and everyone's favorite, Rory McIlroy. McIlroy was asked about the meeting on Wednesday and described it as impactful. The 33-year-old player commended Tiger's leadership at the meeting, saying it was crucial to uniting everyone. He didn't give away much, but like many others, he affirmed that the discussion focused on improving the PGA Tour and dealing with this sudden rift in the golf world. Going on, McIlroy said that Woods' presence at the meeting had a lot of impact because he's someone all the players have looked up to at one point or the other. He called the golf legend for a reason, you guys. The golfer called Tiger a hero, saying that his voice is stronger than anyone else in the game. Obviously, as we already told you, he wouldn't reveal any details details about what steps the tour would be taking. He said they're figuring it out, but we want to know more. Moving on, Xander Schauffele and Justin Thomas also revealed their thoughts. 28-year-old champion Xander Schauffele also opened up about the meeting and the current issues in golf. He told reporters that he wanted to see unity between all pro golfers so they could fight the Saudi threat as one front. He had many words for the discussion that took place. Exciting, new, fresh, these were only a few he used, and he was really hopeful for what was to follow. The world number 6 player also told us why most details were being kept under wraps for now. Apparently, there was some unsaid rule to keep quiet about it for now. The 28-year-old told reporters he'd be really unhappy if he saw anyone giving those details away. Those people probably won't be invited back for future discussions. As for our 7th top player, Justin Thomas, he said the meeting was really productive, and all these players want what's in the best interest of the game, unlike Norman and his people. Like McIlroy, he agreed that Woods' presence added a lot of credibility to the meeting, saying that if someone like him is passionate about it, then that's all that counts. If Tiger is backing something, you know it's gotta be good. We agree, Justin. And now for the big one. We've got our hands on some exciting details for you guys. It doesn't matter how hard you try to keep it quiet, Xanders. Things like these are rarely hidden successfully. It was only a matter of time, well, 2 days to be exact, before golf journalists Alan Shipnuck and Bob Herrig released their reports on what went down. And there are many things at play here. Perhaps the biggest agenda on the meeting proposed by the 20 top players was an idea of a tour within a tour. What's all this about? Simply put, this new event would feature the top 60 players in golf playing 18 no-cut events on the tour, which would have $20 million prize purses. Whoa, that's a lot of money right there. This is obviously a direct and rather fitting reaction to the Saudi-backed series. Too fitting if we're being completely honest. The move sorta mimics the LIV series in some ways. Norman's league will have 14 no-cut tournaments with only 48 players. But we guess it makes some sense. To beat them, you sometimes have to be them. And that's exactly what this approach looks like. We just hope something good comes out of it. The $20 million prize money is no joke, by the way. The PGA Tour has already announced 8 events on next year's schedule that will have a higher status than others and include substantial prize purses. We're starting to see a lot of money. This could be one way of retaining current tour players, since many of them mainly left because of huge 6-figure deals. Case in point, our newest one, Cameron Smith. The Aussie has reportedly joined the other side over promises of $100 million. Disappointing to say the least. Finally, other details reveal stipends and desires for investments. This is not all that was discussed in the meeting. Come on, it went on for like 3 hours. There's gotta be at least 30 proposals. Okay, maybe not 30, but definitely not just one. Another discussion at the meeting was a stipend for the tour members, which would be counted against their earnings. Basically, an upfront payment type thing so that people can take some money home despite their performances on the court. A stable income? We like that idea. Another point raised was the tour renouncing its nonprofit status. Both Tiger and Rory were big supporters of this idea. We know what you're thinking. Why do that? This change would force the tour to pay taxes. We know that, but it would also give it much more freedom, and essential ones like allowing investors and other firms to put some money into the tour. This could make the promise of larger prize purses come true. Another central point raised was for potential negotiations with Norman's league so that both parties can coexist peacefully without all this drama. Yes, please. We don't want to see any more text screenshots between Norman and Garcia. No, thank you. These ideas could be brought to Tour Commissioner Jay Monahan, and we'll likely see them in action soon enough. Let's wait and see. That's a wrap for this video. What do you think of everything discussed in the meeting so far? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.